America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be changing the route. Out of the gun to give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing.
Spaces. Quick step and go. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception. Stealing points now off the board.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
He's past the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Makes the grab. It's Matthews. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Under fire. Inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
With the catch, it's Johnson. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Sun Devils are on the move. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. On the run, fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the returner will be dragged down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Sun Devils are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously, trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Vols decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be knocked down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets...
There he goes! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time...
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Once he got some room, it was over.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They got in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The handoff to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defense.
He tries to take the top off. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops with a 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I just love the offense managing the clock in that situation, David. There was absolutely no panic. Calm, cool, and collected all the way down the field, scoring the touchdown, and now giving themselves an opportunity to take the lead here at halftime.
And the other side of that coin, Palmer, is the defense, man. Like, we got to keep them in bounds. We got to make sure we're not giving up big plays. They can throw it over the middle of the field. The clock's our friend, and they didn't execute good enough down the stretch of that drive to force a field goal.
Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, the ground game. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that, when a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to ride this running back. Runs through a tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Levin. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. He's going to run it. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Now facing a third and long. He's looking to throw, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Spins away from the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. physical attack from the gun. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the first down. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Inside the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to Johnson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting to TFL.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is
looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
He fires one deep down the right side.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Quick spin on the run. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Give to Brown. Hard running there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom from gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out. They're trying to throw it to him, so we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Back open in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And this one is perfect. All tied up, just over a minute to go, guys. Still plenty of time for a finish.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Quick completion to the right. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Matthews. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They're rushing to the line, already in position for the potential game winner. Got to spike it and stop the clock. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Levin. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day.
Fires toward the end zone. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking